Hello everyone and welcome back to Average Guy Reviews. This is going to be part 3 of the Battle of the Budget Quad Series winners. Today we'll be doing the large size toy quads. Let's start off with the similarities and differences. As we can see, they're pretty much identical. After a crash here, I broke this fake GPS antenna. It did take quite a fall, probably 20 or 30 foot, and it landed flat right here on the ground. But what we have here is the GPtoys Aviax H2O. This is a waterproof quad, water resistant. It is waterproof. You can submerge it in the water, pull it back out, dry it out, and it will fly again. It's resistant to it. Now, they do claim that it's waterproof, but the battery itself is not waterproof, so do bear that in mind if you're going to pick one of these up, that the battery isn't waterproof. The circuitry and motors and everything else are. They will stop running, but if you let it dry out, it will work again. And then right next to it, we have the GPtoys Aviax F2C Black Edition. This is just a special edition of the Aviax F2C. I don't know what's so special about it. It's all really the same, except it's black and it's got some gold flake in the paint. Moving on though. So anyways, very similar quads. Now there are some slight differences. Price is one of them. This guy here I just saw on Amazon for $25.99, and the cheapest I can find this one is $38.99. Now, what warrants that price difference? What's similar? What's different? Well, first off, waterproof, not waterproof. No camera. It has a 2 megapixel camera on it. It does pretty good video, especially if you watch the review. I do have a good video on there of that flying. Now, there's a little bit of jello, and the lens on the camera is adjustable to slightly down to all the way up. I tend to fly with it all the way up simply because you get better video, better images. If you fly down, you spend a lot of time looking at the ground. Both of them have the same wind resistance, different controllers. Let's get into that real quick. The Aviax Black Edition has this Xbox 360 style controller. Very nice though. It is labeled well. Each button has its own individual label. I do find that very useful, and this button here has the ability to turn the lights on the bottom here on and off. Neither one of them have power switches on the quad itself. Trim buttons are here. If you want to look at the H2O Aviax's controller, it is more of a hobby style controller. I do much prefer this controller. The sticks feel a little bit better, and you do have this LCD screen down here, which doesn't do a whole lot for me. Other than that, the subtle differences: 3 rates of speed, 4 rates of speed, but ultimately they go the same speed, they run the same motors, they run the same gears, all the parts are interchangeable. There's really just not a whole lot different, so it's made it very hard for me to determine a winner. But I can tell you this much: I know which one I fly more, and when it comes to flying these two, I know which one I always grab when I go out to fly, and that's going to be this one here. I don't really fly over a lot of water. When I did do the video on the modification to make this guy float, I did pick this one up just because I wanted something extra just in case something went wrong. But as you can see in the video, and I'll drop the link to it down below in the comments, I did actually have to land it in a tub of water, like a little plastic container that I filled with water to land it in and test it out. That was the only time, and it was the last time it's ever been in water. Mainly because, like I said, there's nothing really around for me to fly it into and get it wet. Now, I have flown it out in the rain, and that's a nice feature. I don't have to worry about it, you know, getting damaged or anything like that. But I would go as far to say that this one would be okay too. I haven't tested that theory, and I don't know if I'm ready to test that theory on it, but really it's the same layout. I don't really see what they did different unless they put some kind of coating on this board here that makes it more water resistant. So when I go fly, I grab this guy every time, hands down. This quad is just a blast to fly. It is fast in rate 3, but it's very, very well composed in rate 1. If you want to do some video with it, you can. Rate 1 is going to be the way I would go. You're not going to get anything that's you know, film quality worthy, but you got a 2 megapixel camera there, and it does do decent 720p. This guy here, it's just very basic, but it is very stable. Like, I like both of them. There's a reason that I bought this quad when I feared losing this quad. So I do like them both, and that's what's made it hard. But if I have to pick a winner, it's going to be the Aviax F2C Black Edition. You can pick those up, like I said, for $38.99 right now on Amazon.com. It comes with the camera, the controller, extra props, and everything else. Be sure to check out the full reviews on both of these, and come back next week and we'll compare the winners. They're going to go head to head, and we're going to see who the overall champ is. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.